Uh, I felt like I should like record a video of how I feel right now. I'm not sure why, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna try to tell you what it's like to be me right now. So you can probably look at the file date, but it's September 14th, 2016, and I'm talking to you from my office in Ogden, and like nothing's wrong, but I'm crying. I'm crying because it's so hard. And it might be really confusing if you're watching this and you don't know my story, or you maybe know my story, or whatever. But like, nothing happened today that is depressing, and nothing happened today that like should make me cry. But like, it's so hard when you like care a lot about something, and the thing that you're doing feels like inferior or bad, and you feel like you've done a bad job, and you like let people down, and you let yourself down, which is like the worst part. So we have a lot of great customers, and they use us every day, mostly successfully now, um, but there's still like a lot of problems, and the software is like Vidpresso Live, or it's just called Vidpresso now to me, but the software is like the first version was built in March, and it's September, so we're like 6 months in, and I've rewritten it like uh, like 5 times or something insane. Um, and the reason why I'm crying today is because um, it's still like horrible, and I feel embarrassed about the fact that people use it every day, and that they somewhat rely on it, and like it's so bad. And when I say this out loud, it kind of sounds insane. Like, who cares, or something like that strikes me. But like, it's so bad, and I care so much because like I've already been working on this for like 8 years, since like 2008. And like in 8 years, it's not the last 6 months that matters. It's the last 8 years. And yeah, I had to like learn to program. I had to like learn business and all this stuff that like was part of the process. But like, I've been doing this for 8 years already, and it's still this bad. Like, if it's this bad, if it continues to be like this disappointing in 8 more years, um, I just don't know if I can like do this. Like, I don't know if I can keep going if it's this hard. And that's what freaks me out. Um, it it hurts. It hurts like so bad, and to just constantly be reminded every day of like how mediocre your work is and how bad it is. I feel like it's, I think my work is like art, and this must be what artists feel like when they like put out something they're not proud of, you know? That like J. Cole releases that song that he hates, or like, I don't know, Michelangelo sells a painting to like some dick like aristocrat, and he's like only kind of happy with it. It doesn't feel good, and it I'm questioning everything. Like, is it worth all the time I'm spending on it? should I just go get a job somewhere else? Should I like quit and I don't know what I would do. And the thing that sucks is like as I go through that thought process, like none of those things would solve the problem because I hated working at other companies because I couldn't execute my vision. And I tried at like a bunch of companies to get closer to execute my vision. And every time I felt like it was empty. And I felt distracted and frustrated that I was so distracted. And so now I have this chance to like build things and do things. And it's awesome. But it hurts. Like at this like visceral level, it hurts. Like most days. Like most days feel like this. And there's a few that are like awesome. Um, but I cry a lot lately. When we got to New York, I cried every day for like 2 weeks because I felt so much pressure. And we didn't have any clients. And so it was like, that was even scarier. And we also like had our record low month of like cash in the bank in July. Like we only got like, I think it was like 16,000 and our payroll alone is like 28. And then also we like moved and spent all this money on like renting apartments and stuff. So like we lost, I think we lost like $60,000 that month or something. It was so scary, and there was no like upside because I couldn't be like, oh well, at least I have customers that are using it. So it was just like all downside. It was like the work I'm putting out is crappy. There's more of it every day. More people have requirements for me that I can't meet, and we're losing money. That was like my life for like the first 2 weeks we were in New York. And I couldn't code because I was doing all the customer talking. Like I was like always on the road all the time talking to customers. And like now we're like now I have upside. So days like today happen, but like I can console myself with the fact that like the New York Times uses us for like critical stuff when they interview, you know, people who like the people with authority hate. The New York Times uses us. It's cool. They use us for like lots of stuff. And that's great. I'm like super happy that we have like NBC and New York Times and BuzzFeed and all this stuff. I'm scared of it going away. Like, what if everyone also decides Facebook Live sucks? That's scary. Um, I'm scared of a lot of stuff, but like, at least now I have like upside where I can like balance it, and I didn't have that before. So, as sad as I am today and as frustrated as I am today, it's like a lot better now, like a lot better because I I can do different things. So I can every day the software's better. I released a new feature yesterday that was broken this morning, but it works now hopefully. And um, yeah, it's things are better now. Um, it's still incredibly difficult though, and I don't know. Hopefully, this rambling video makes sense to you or someone. I don't know why I'm doing it, but anyway, it's a look at my life in September 2016 and how I cry a lot and how stressed I am. I want to I want to not be so stressed, but like, this is so much better than hating my job, even though it's like way more emotionally damaging. It's a lot more emotionally damaging, not just a little. It's like a lot. Like I, it is painful. Like it hurts every day. And the three things that I think prepared me most to be an entrepreneur It's gonna sound insane. Not Y Combinator, not being an AV guy for Y Combinator, not working at Justin TV or Weblogs Inc. when it was a startup. None of the startup things I did before actually helped. They all exposed me to like possibility, like what was possible with startups, but they didn't help prepare. They were like enlightening. The thing that prepared me most for my startup is like horrible experiences, like my sister and my brother dying and getting a brain tumor. Like those are like the best preparation for a startup because they hurt so bad, and you kind of have to just get used to them hurting forever. And like I still have dreams about my brother like once a month or more, and they're getting more painful. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. Like I have dreams that all those dreams I had before were true. Like I have a dream that my brother's alive, living in eastern Colorado, and has like another family, and he like didn't want to talk to me. And that pain is like more useful to like do the startup because it it's easier to like be okay with hurting and be okay with pain because I think you kind of just have to be okay with it. Um, anyway, so that's how I feel. I hear Eli screaming right now, which is a subset of my life. But kids are actually easier than the startup. Like I think right now, if my kids got hurt or injured or whatever, that they would definitely be harder. But yeah, all the things that prepare me best for startup life are like just getting used to always having pain and like the upsides of having that pain all the time are like huge because you can like change the world. You can literally, I literally think the way the video works, this is like I'm recording this video and I think that by the time someone watches it, video will be completely different. And I think it'll be thanks to me. I really believe that. And I have no reason to other than just this like crazy desire and hope that that's true. And if you have that, if you're able to like put up with the pain for long enough and be like hurt long enough and like continue on that treadmill long enough, um, I think you win. So it's like a war of attrition with the world. Everything's against you, and you have to like basically by you putting up with the pain, you like beat it into submission. That's how I feel, and I I don't know. It doesn't make it easier. It's still really freaking hard. I hate this. I really hate the pain that I feel, but I I don't want to make it go away quickly. I want to make it go away correctly. The way for it to go away correctly is by like building a company that doesn't make crappy products and like continue to just like every day like chip away at it. Um, and like that's the way that it's gonna happen. Um, I don't know. I think that like I look at people like maybe the founders of Weebly or the founders of Dropbox or like people who've like quote made it in whatever way, and like I bet that they have just as much pain as I do still, which is like a mortifying thought. But like at least they're proud of what they built. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Peace.